but it was running in a very strange manner. It wasn't running in a smooth, horse-like or cat-like way. Strangest movement, that's really what caught my eye. Well, at first I just thought, what was that? Well, it's not a donkey, it's not a big dog. I hope it's something cryptic or something. Well, it wasn't anything I could recognize. This thing was built for running.
Hello everybody. I'm at the bottom of the hill at Boynton at the moment, and I just want to relay a story that I was told by a gentleman travelling down this road, obviously going in the opposite direction to that van, on Saturday morning at approximately 10 a.m. And he was off going to Bridlington to get some groceries. He was riding an electric bike. He claims that whilst riding this bike, where those two men are in the field, and that's he claims that some huge animal that he described as being as big as a large pony, jet black in colour, he caught sight of it roughly where those two men are now, bounding up the field and into the wood. The interesting thing is, he said it ran like a baboon, of all things, in huge leaps, advancing towards the wood. This man sounded pretty articulate and pretty sure about what he'd seen. And he's asked us to come. He said there may even be some prints. What I find interesting is I've already got a report of strange bipedal creature in the woods at Waldgate in the past. And this just adds to it. And then, you know, you've got the UFO reports that sort of go along with that. And it's back again. And did you see how high that was above ground? So we know it's above ground. That is nuts. Look how bright that is. And there's another one. And all the other things add to the strangeness of the area. So they're having a look now. He's absolutely positive that its facial features looked canine, which I find fascinating. The fact that it was running, pulling itself with its front legs or arms, the way that a baboon would run, is even more interesting. And let's not forget about the guy who lives at Grindle, which is not far away, who I think in the 1980s claimed that he'd seen an animal at a place called Fox Cover Wood, which we're only a few miles away from where I'm stood now. He claims this huge animal leapt over a hedge and landed on all fours. He said, and it looked like a baboon.
One of my good buddies, we'd gone up to Fox Cover, and I looked back like this. I thought, what the? This thing came over the top, and I'm talking well, look at this way. The edge was a lot higher than me, and this thing hit the deck on all 4 feet, because I thought it was a fucking horse. But it was big, and I mean big. You could imagine a lion, but a baboon shape.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was strange. I've never seen that like.
And he's lived in the area, and let's say worked the area for many, many years, and seen nothing like it before or since. So I just asked the question, what is it that resides in this strange area? And it really is the strangest of places. I'm being as cautious as anything here, because the pain that I've been suffering, particularly in the lower back and hamstrings, has been excruciating, and I don't want it to flare up. But I also want to provide a little bit of content for Les and for the Truth Proof channel. Have you seen anything? Nothing. It's just a strange one. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. and it kind of makes you wonder, but what is it that resides in these areas? Can all of these people be mistaken by what they're claiming to see, what they're claiming to experience? My gut reaction would be, no, they're not. these things, wherever they're coming from, are being seen and are very real. Nobody seems to have anything to gain by what they're seeing. Do you think it's worth having a look down there or not bothering?
As with all these strange accounts that we are told, the hardest thing to accept is the fact that people could in fact be telling the truth about what they've seen and experienced. I've said it many times, but just because you've not seen it, just because you've not experienced it, does not mean it's not happening. Too many people from all walks of life are sharing their accounts and stories of things that just do not fit the description of anything natural to the UK or anywhere in the world for that matter. But that does not mean anything they're saying is any less true.
You what, Ian? Oh, right, so Ian thinks he might have found where something could have made an impression. Ideally, what we want to find is a hoard of Roman gold. Well, that would be good. So we're just approaching Gypsy Race now. So if the Gypsy Race is a stream that runs and finishes in the sea at Bridlington, and it runs miles inland. It disappears underground and fills aquifers, and then flows when we're in hot weather, and you wouldn't think it would flow, but there'll be rain somewhere else further up the country. And they used to call it Woe Waters because they said it flowed during Fire of London, and they said it flowed during the plague. So lots and lots of just portent of doom. But I think we know now, as we allegedly become more educated, that it's when we've got a lot of rainfall somewhere else in country and we can't see it, and it's filling these aquifers underground, and then they're just springing to life. But so we do try to keep a little bit level-headed. There. Oh yeah, there you can actually see them. Yeah.
That is a run.
Yeah.
Something is, whatever's come through there, God knows. But if that was a deer, I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot. Well, I'll have to throw on your time.
Well, Michael, who gave me a report, who I spoke to on Saturday, said he thought this had used the Gypsy Race to do what it's done undetected. He thought it had followed the Gypsy Race. You can definitely see where we've got a depression here, and I don't know whether it's further along.
Yeah, well, it looks like it goes along here.
He said it were on all fours, but it were pulling itself forward with its front legs or arms. Like, imagine how a baboon, they just project themselves forward, don't they, in that almost rowing motion.
One there.
But,
So that was it.
like you said, it's all speculation. It might not have been, but it's here. Looks like it's...
That ain't anywhere else along it.
It's ain't anywhere else. Depending on you guys and time, I know where potentially we might get some prints through other side of road there, because it's... Yeah? Are you all right with that, Martin?
Yeah. Boots on the ground means boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. So, that's just to recap. Saturday morning, 4th of January. Coming along that road on an electric bike. Getting to around the corner where you turn down to what's called Sands Lane. And you see this thing running along the field. What could it have been? Makes you wonder. Public footpath. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.